Hello kids, do you know who am I? Yes, I am the early human, and I was the one who made tools out of stones and bones. And I used to kill animals and eat their flesh. And I was the one who discovered fire. I used to kill animals with sharp edged stone tools, and I've also gathered food from trees and from the fields. Do you want to know what else have I discovered? Then listen to today's class. Happy history class. Hey kids, welcome back to the class. I'm awaiting to meet you all through this online class again. So, in this time, I would like to tell you something which is very important. Prevention is better than cure. It's not just a proverb, but it has so much in it, so much of meaning in it. So, in this pandemic, which is COVID-19, it is always better for us to prevent something before it affects us than to worrying after it affects us. So it is easier to stop something happening in the first place than to repair the damage after it has happened. So I believe that you all are staying indoors and staying safe. Continue to stay safe by staying indoors. Without any delay, we'll get into today's topic. So, as I've told you in the previous class, today we are going to see yet another invention of early humans. So at last we saw that the fire was discovered by early humans. So early humans discovered fire. So what they had discovered after they discovered fire? So our today's topic is about the invention of wheel, pot making and rock painting. Let's get into the topic. Now, invention of wheel. So this invention of wheel by humans was the foremost invention. When humans saw the stones rolling down from the mountains, probably they would have got the idea of making the wheel. So that's how humans got an idea to make the wheel by looking at the stone rolling down from the mountains. And the next one is pot making. And humans learned to make pot with clay. The invention of wheel also made pot making easier, and the pots made were burned to make it stronger. So we all know that the potter makes pot by keeping the clay on the wheel. So that wheel makes the completion of pot making work easier. And also they decorated pots with lot of colors. From where did they get colors? Even in the previous class, a student asked me a question saying that, Miss, how did they paint it? How did they get different colors? So they got the dyes from the extracts of root, leaves and barks. So these natural dyes were used in rock paintings also. So that's how they used to paint with different colors. So they have also used different colors to decorate the pots. So far we have seen about the invention of wheel and the making of pot. Now we are going to see about the rock paintings of early humans. Why do you think they would have drawn on the caves, children? Yes, very good. So, as I've told you in the first class of this lesson, that they had drawn drawings on the rocks just because as their pastime. Correct. When one group went for hunting, the other group who were staying in the caves made all these drawings on the walls of the caves. Correct. Now, how are these drawings, paintings helpful for us? How do you think that they are helpful for us today? Just think for a moment. Yes, some of you are coming up with correct answers. Good. So, these drawings talk about their activities, the activities of early humans in the past. In fact, rock painting is the first art of humanity. So before the use of language, humans expressed their feelings through actions and also recorded it in rock paintings. So in India, we can see many paintings in rocks and caves. The rock paintings give some information about the past. Approximately there are 750 caves, in which 500 caves have paintings on them. So there are also many more undiscovered caves. The rock paintings depict hunting pictures of male and the female, dancing picture and the picture of children playing. Just observe this picture, you will know about the activities of early humans. So you can see the dancing picture here as well as the hunting picture too. Not only men joined in hunting, but also women joined along with men in hunting activities. In this picture, you can see that humans lived in caves and depicted their daily events in drawings. So mostly picture of animals were drawn. So these are the caves which are present in Tamil Nadu. So Keelvalai, which is in Villupuram district, Usilampatti in Madurai, Kumudipati in Coimbatore, Mavadaipu in Coimbatore, Polivari cave in Nilgiri district. So these are the different rock paintings made by early humans which are in Tamil Nadu. Next. So far we have seen the invention of wheel. Repeat after me. The invention of wheel, making of pot and the rock paintings. Correct. Now we are going to see how humans led a settled life after this. We know that they were leading a nomadic life, which means they were moving from one place to another in search of food. Now, what did they do when the food got exhausted? This is quite interesting, children. There were actually many dangers involved in hunting. Due to large-scale hunting in mountains, areas and in the forest, many animals became extinct. So the number of animals decreasing. So there was no availability of meat for the humans because there was non-availability of meat, which in turn forced the humans to look for fruits and vegetables. Now, what do you think they would have done? Where they would have gone? Any guesses? Yes, they thought of producing food for themselves. Now, how did they produce food? How are we producing food today? Correct, by agricultural activities. The same was taken up by the early humans. You people are so great and intelligent too. You all are giving correct answers. Well done. Now, the seeds of fruits and the nuts they ate were thrown into the soil. So, this is the history behind the agricultural activities of humans. So, after they ate the fruits and nuts, they have thrown the seeds into the soil. Now, during rains, the soil gave it life. Some days later, the saplings sprouted from the soil. By observation and logic, they learned that a plant grows from a single seed and yields lot of fruits and vegetables. Do we need so many seeds to get so many fruits in a tree? Not at all. One seed is enough to get one tree, but so many fruits in that particular tree. So they found out that one seed is enough to yield lot of fruits and vegetables. And the second one is the seeds that fall in the riverbed sprouts easily. And the third one, plants grow faster in water-fed areas. Because of the availability of water, the plants grow faster in those areas. And then the alluvial soil is more suitable for plant growth than any other soil. With the above knowledge they gained, they realized that with proper sowing and nurturing, they could increase the number of plants more than the ones they grew naturally. Thus, agriculture and farming came into existence. They domesticated the animals and used them into farming. The breeding of animals became an important part of their life because they used animals in the agricultural activities too. So, oxen were used for ploughing. Oxen made the practice of agriculture easier. Today we have all different kinds of tractors used in the agricultural activities, but in the previous days, in the olden days, oxen were used for the ploughing activities. Now it enabled them to settle down in a place because they started to yield many food items, food crops. So they started to get many fruits and vegetables by the agricultural activities. Now with the settlement came the problem of utensils. Now they started to settle in one place. After settling in one place, they faced the problem of utensils and vessels for cooking and storage. Now they need vessels to cook food, isn't it? So that was their problem by that time when they started to settle in one place. So the potter's wheel and fire solved this problem because they already discovered fire and they've also invented the wheel with which they solved the problem of making utensils. They plowed the land, sowed seeds in them and harvested the produce. Once the fertility of the soil decreased, they moved to a new place. Initially, agriculture was done for immediate food requirement. Later, when they found out ways to increase production, they started storing the produce. The food products stored were used during the lean harvest periods. By their experience, they understood that land close to the river side was suitable for farming. So they decided to stay there permanently. And after they produced so many crops, now people started exchanging their things with others. And this system is what we call it as barter system, which is nothing but if I had grown rice, then if you have sugarcane in your hand, then I will give my rice to you and I'll get sugarcane from you. So exchanging of things is what we call it as barter system. Initially they exchanged goods with goods. and this system is called barter system. Thus trade and commerce developed and towns and cities emerged. So with this, today's lesson gets over. So in the next class, we are going to move into another lesson which just talks about the civilization. Civilization is nothing but the modernization. How the cities and towns emerged, how these people started to develop is what we are going to see in the next class. So I want you to read page number 137 to 140 from your textbook and take up the test, children. So I'll meet you all again in the next class with new lesson and with new topic. Until then, take care, stay indoors, stay safe. Bye, children.